Welcome! After watching this video, you're going to have a good sense of how the Getting Things Done with Others Notion template can be used to manage tasks, projects, portfolios and focus areas via an end-to-end process. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be using a demonstration template, so it's got a bit of information in it. Now let's start where we probably would start, which is probably capturing something when you're on the go somewhere else. So for that, we'll use the mobile app. So the mobile app we've pre-configured here with a capture button. So I'm going to hit that and I'm going to get the Notion's caption dialog here, and I'm going to put in what I've basically captured already, which is my front car tire has a slow leak in it. So that's now in captured. All right, and then a bit later, we return to the office, or we're going to sit down at our laptop and we're going to do some processing. So we see we've captured that, and we're going to go into clarify. And in clarify, we should now see that item. There it is, front left tire has slow leak. So basically, we know from the clarify process that we need to ask ourselves, what is this? And this is something that needs to get done, something that needs to get done. And it is, I'm going to ask myself also, does it have more than one step? And it definitely does have more than one step. So that means I create a project. So let's do that. Create a project. Okay, you can see that this is populated with the project template, and it's got our headings and notes and tasks, and it's got a header with, we can capture the purpose and so forth. For the purpose of this, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to delete the heading as we don't need it. I'm also going to change the title. So front tire has a slow leak is the thought that I captured, but it's not actually what I want this project to be called. I want the project to be called what this means done, and that's going to be something like, let's just get a new title and put this in. Front car tire slow leaked and it's fixed. Fixed means it's going to be an outcome. All right. So for this, okay, so we've now got that into our system and it's new. I'm going to get out of there and get on with my processing that I might do, which I'm going to skip now for today. I'm going to go straight to organize and see what shows up there. And there's some other things I need to organize, but down the bottom, I'm going to see a project that doesn't have a few things that we need to fix. So firstly, project organize. So we're seeing it is not associated with a bucket. Okay, so we better go and fix that. There's also a few other things going on here with it too. Let's fix the first problem, the bucket. So the bucket is basically a focus area or portfolio. So what I want to associate this with is a portfolio, and it's going to basically be my car, or the user in this case is Alex's car. So we're going to type that in, Alex's car. Now, this doesn't exist in our system, so we're going to create it, all right? There's no currently a bucket called Alex's car in the system. It's going to be created. All right, so that's now solved, and you can see now if I close this, it's being removed from this problem here. We have a different problem, it's new. So let's go and fix that first. So new means we're going to make it active, okay? That's active. Oh, it's now showing up in a few other places. So firstly, active project with no tasks. Well, let's fix that. So what do we need to do here? Well, basically the task is to find time in the calendar to go and get this fixed. So let's do something like that. Have I got some text to stick? Yeah, I'm going to stick this straight in to save a bit of typing. We'll just stick that in there as the task. View calendar, find a time to take car to local tire repair place. And what I'm going to do, I'm doing the context here. The context is where I basically set where this is going to get done. And I need to do that straight away. So I'm going to click it as do now. All right, so now that's sorted. And we close that. And you can see there's other things I need to organize, which I'm not going to worry about right now. But I have found another problem, or created another problem. So in terms of buckets to organize, there's basically a bucket here that is missing its type. So if I open that up, you can see I haven't set the type this is, and this is a portfolio because it's going to be a collection of projects, and it also will have some maintenance tasks as well. So it's going to be portfolio. Now, I've got the portfolio, and you can see automatically under the projects, the project I created is now showing up there. So if we close that now, we're going to find ourselves another problem. And now the problem is that Alex car is missing a bucket. So this is the portfolio, and it doesn't have a bucket. So we need a bucket for that. So what we're going to make this is going to be things focus area. And I know that this is the first time I've done this in this demo database. So we don't have a things focus area either. So we'll create that. And now that's resolved that problem, but of course we've now got the problem of things is new and hasn't been given a type, and this is a focus area. So I'll hit that as focus area. I might, while I'm here, perhaps give it a cover page up here. Add cover page, and let's change the cover, and let's say things. What's that going to show me? Great, we'll put some things in there as being the cover for that. All right, so that's done. So that's now focus area up and running, and apart from other bits and pieces that I need to organize, that seems to have resolved in things in relation to fixing the car tire. So we can now go into our engage and do. So what do we got engage and do? We've got a lot of things going on in here for the moment, but here is this item I put in. It's now showing up in the do now, so I'm going to do it now. So I'm going to head into there. This is a task. I'll clean that up, make that a task. I'm now going to look at my calendar, which I'm managing separately, and I'm going to mark it as done. So I put something in the calendar. I can also track that within the Notions template, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to go back into the project from here, and I'm going to add a new task, and it's basically, let's see if we can get our, and we'll put some text here that will save me having to type it all. So get the tire fixed, right? And we know we're going to be going for that. This is now basically an errand, right? And the time we found is going to be done tomorrow between, let's say 11 and 12, and I've got a break in my calendar at that point, so that's the time I'm going to allocate for that. So that's now into the calendar. It's into the to-do list as an errand, and it's got a time on it. So if I now close that and go back to my calendar, I should hopefully see, there it is in my calendar, it's even showing up as 11 o'clock. So you can see that was the end-to-end process of creating a task via something that came as a thought, through the process of creating projects, portfolios, and focus areas, and now it's up and running. You've been watching and listening to me, Brad Allen. I'm a life coach with a no BS approach. You can find out more about all that I do at bradallen.coach. Bye now.